Yellow, yellow. Good day to all. Alright. Well, we finished chapter 10 last night. Yep. Now I just have to talk to Solas, that's right. And then I'm sure we'll have lots of quests to pick up. I think I'm fairly sure that the game has 13 chapters, which would mean that we have 3 left, which I'm totally fine with. Obviously, it's been taking a decent amount of time. I'm fine with that. I'm enjoying it. It's getting good.
The Danish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good.
You cared?
I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish.
Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again.
Aw.
Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
I love how gently he said that. The chance to infuriate Elgranon was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elganon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well.
Creators.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And one of the first lessons in the Mornwatch is that the Fade is reality as seen through a smoky mirror.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
Yeah, that's one thing, huh? At least it'll come to an end, now that everybody knows.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
And you wanted
But
to
yes,
anyway.
While all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now. Heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind. And you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
He uses his power to crush any opposition?
Yes. He is far more powerful than I am, and he wields that power like a graceless bludgeon. When I defeat an enemy, it is because I outsmarted them, because I was right. When he does, it is only because he was stronger.
Outsmarting someone and being right aren't exactly the same thing.
Aren't they?
All right.
Oh my
I
god.
can see how you and Algernon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
That was loaded. Also, that sounded hot. I missed Solas. Why is he always gotta sound like that? Darn. Of course, the one time I want to actually say his name, I can't remember what his voice actor's name is. Gareth. That's right. It's Gareth David Lloyd. He. Mm, 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 mm. Damn him. He really is wonderful. What do I want to choose?
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Algernon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Algernon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Hey. Fuck yeah. That'd be hard to say.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Algernon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I try to avoid entanglements.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Except for Inquisitor Llewellyn.
I said that I resolved to do so, not that I succeeded. She is a good woman. Growing close to her was selfish of me.
Do you regret it?
I live with countless regrets. Some of them I have grown to cherish more than my victories.
Thank you for sharing that. So, what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Algernon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikael, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
We've done some great work underwater. You know why no one else can save the world except us? Why the Inquisitor told me it had to be us? Because we don't give up. Knock us down and we come back swinging.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before. Not without help we didn't. So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgranon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting.
Of course he would.
At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
I kinda... I don't really like that Rook is always like the super helpful leader. I want depth. I don't know. They better not fucking kill Antoine off. Like, I will riot. I'm not even kidding. So I'm going to pick up these quests with everybody, and then I'm actually gonna go. But let me do, yeah, let me collect quests first. I did come to stream kinda late, but we had Pathfinder today.
Myrna, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far behind.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
There you are.
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
Damn.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people?
Their very souls. But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, It's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
Oh, I want to say that.
I'm always here to talk about it. You know that, right?
It's a comfort, darling. Truly, but... Oh, Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Well, a little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
Okay. Let me go talk to Tosh.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since...
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.
I love that. Of course, that's what she wants to talk about. Yeah, well. I'm actually quite surprised by how much this game has. I mean, I shouldn't be. It's a Dragon Age game. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of quests and stuff. But when they said that an average playthrough would be like 60 hours, I was envisioning, well, I don't know. Not that much.
Oh, that's not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlathan big, maybe.
You're sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
Like I said before, Balara, we stop Syrian. However we have to.
The resonance just happened. We might still be able to stop them.
Might isn't good enough.
If we catch them early enough, before they've had a chance to align the crystals.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
I wonder if Syrian is aware of that. Good question.
Rook, I compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Alia's hideout. Not sure if I should be excited or worried. Either way, I'm there.
Worried? And I figured.
So where is this place?
The Mimratha's Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Are you ready?
Not much of a choice. Ducktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Aylia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan. Put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Okay. No!
I just made a fresh pot of coffee if you want any, Rook.
I know, you're cute. Shut the fuck up.
Rook, Evka and Antoine sent word.
Hell yeah.
The wardens arrived at Lavendale with news. You might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendale.
Agreed. Thanks.
Okay. And then there is, oh my god. Whoa, holy shit. Now coming in here is like, is this magic? Yes, it is, but still.
Hey,
So pretty.
what's shaping?
No one says, what's shaping anymore?
Oh, I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
You can talk to your friends about it. I hear that helps.
It's already
God damn
helping.
it, I was gonna take a
You
screenshot.
checking on me, I mean. I still remember every moment of it.
Can't move fast
Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some titan, but just Lace Harding. And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you. You know, I think about Solas sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it.
But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway. But do you think he can be helped?
Solas took this path because he thinks he has no choice. But the Inquisitor believes there is another way for him. For them. She could save him, if he would just let her. No one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters.
Why wouldn't it? Alright, okay. So that is it for collecting from the lighthouse. I'm gonna save real quick. Gonna go say hello to a friend, and then I'll be back later. I just wanted to stop in quick to do something, because man, I've been thinking about the game all day. So, honestly, it just saved. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure, but now I know. But anyway, there we go. See y'all later. I'll be back.